Batman, the Dark Knight, the Caped Crusader. Throughout years, people have adored this comic book superhero. Like, why wouldn't you? He's cool, he's smart, he's strong, and it doesn't hurt that he's like a gazillionaire. But there's a reason why I put the words role model into the title. I think that even though he's a fictional superhero character, we can learn a lot from his ideology. And I think that his mentality and his outlook on life sets him apart from any other superhero. So let me tell you guys why I think Batman is the best superhero role model and why we should look up to him. Before we begin, I just want to preface that all this stuff is based on my own opinion. I know that there's a lot of other superheroes out there who I'm pretty sure people think that are awesome. In my humble opinion, I think Batman takes the cake. And after watching this video, if you still disagree with me, let me know down in the comments and we could talk about it. You're gonna be wrong, but we can still talk about it. Anyways, don't forget to like and subscribe. I really want to hit 1,000 subscribers soon, so if y'all can make that happen, that will be amazing. And this stuff really motivates me to keep posting these videos, so it helps out a lot. Now, without wasting any more time, let me tell you guys 3 reasons why I think Batman is the best superhero role model. Number 1 is no superpowers. Batman is the only superhero that I could really think of that doesn't rely on superpowers. Instead, he relies on his intelligence, his physical conditioning, and these tech and gadgets that he made himself. You see all these other superheroes that use like super speed or super strength, or they shoot lasers out of their eyes. And whether they wanted them or not, these superpowers were gifts given to them. They're basically cheat codes, while Batman didn't have any of that. I mean, well, he did have a lot of money, but he spent that money smartly. He was wise in his decision making in how he spent that money. He started building his own suits, crafting his own vehicles, all from the ground up. He would use his human brain, a brain that we have, to design them. And he made everything himself. And ultimately, these gadgets became a part of him. He also trained and conditioned his body like crazy to fight crime. He didn't magically wake up and have abs or get super strength or was able to like do the Spider-Man glasses takeoff thing. He started his training routines and he put his own blood, sweat, and tears into it. Nobody told him to man up. He manned up on his own. This shows that any guy can achieve greatness all by themselves. You don't need to rely on any handouts because handouts might not come to you. And if you're still relying on handouts and they don't come to you, it's getting really bright in here. Oh my gosh. If you're still relying on handouts and they don't come to you, you'll still be in the same place as where you started. It's better to put in the work yourself. You should only hold yourself accountable and stop making excuses about yourself. Because the fact is, it's a tough world out there. There's a lot of bad people out there in the world who backstab or are selfish. And the only person you could really truly rely on is yourself. You have to work hard. Your body is your greatest project. And it's important to work on it and become the best version of yourself. The second example about Batman is that he has emotional depth. Batman didn't have the best upbringing. We all know the story about the pearl necklace in the alleyway. A criminal killed Bruce Wayne's parents, leaving him alone. Now, personally, I'm very fortunate to have both of my parents in my life. They're very loving to me and they care for me a lot. But there's a lot of people out there that don't necessarily have that. Some didn't have father figures growing up, or maybe not a very loving mother to take care of them. Like, if I lost one of my parents, like, I don't know what I'd do, honestly. I feel like I'd be very different than who I am now. And not having those parental figures in your life, especially when you're young, is something I feel like a lot of people would be able to relate to. And that's why I think Batman is very accessible to people that share like the same like mentality. It shows that even these crazy cool superheroes are people just like us. The relatability thing also ties into him having no superpowers. I mean, this might sound crazy, but you could become Batman. Like, it's not like a fantasy thing. Like, obviously no one could become Superman or like Spider-Man, but Batman isn't impossible to become. And again, I don't know if I have any say on this topic just because of how I was raised. Yeah, I love my parents. I'm very grateful for them. Anyways, we're going on to the third example, which is his moral code that he has, specifically no killing. The last reason I want to share to you guys on why I think Batman is the best superhero role model is the strict morals that he sets on himself and the fact that he doesn't break them. Because one thing I like about Batman is that he doesn't kill his enemies. Even after all the bad that they've done, or if it'll be easier to do it, he still refuses to kill. It kind of goes to the saying of loving your enemies, because like, even though these goons or these villains have committed murder or pulled off these like tragic stunts, Batman believes that there is hope for these people still. He believes in the potential rehabilitation of them. because it's the right thing to do. You know, no matter how bad somebody is, it's never okay to take their life. And this backs up the idea of justice that he has. He follows the code of justice constantly, and he doesn't let anything break him. Because it takes a lot of guts to be nice to your enemies. But if you could do that and come from a loving place rather than a hateful one, you become a better person by doing so. So to wrap up, I think Batman has shaped comic book history and superhero cinematic universe for the better. And I believe after dissecting the character, I really think that he offers great life lessons to be learned. And I think every young boy or man should consider this superhero as a role model. To quickly recap, the 3 points that I went over was 1. Having superpowers makes him more humanized. 2. The depth of his backstory and upbringing creates relatability with the audience. And 3. The fact that he refuses to kill shows that violence is never the right answer. Well, that wraps up today's videos. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments below if you want to see me cover other superhero ideas. And while you're there, why not subscribe? Like I said, I'd love to hit my goal of 1,000 subscribers. That's what I'm working towards right now. So if you're just watching and you want to see more of this content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next one. It's Ethan, guys. Take care.